Hello everyone, Wise Gamer here, and today we're back with what could be the very last episode of the Stanley Parable. Now, I know there's some endings that I haven't got to yet, but before I get started here, I just kind of wanted to say that this might be the last one. There's a few endings where you really have to kind of do some like repetitive things from what I've read. I was actually kind of checking to see what I have left, but there's things like you have to do something on a keyboard and then like restart the game multiple times, and it's just the exact same thing over and over, and I don't know if you guys would really enjoy it or not. So I think this might be one of the last episodes, depending on how much we can actually get done. At least this will probably be the last week of Stanley Parable, and then I want to start up some indie game Let's Plays also. So I'm doing a lot of indie game previews, as you guys know, and I thank you all for subscribing to me and checking those out. I really do want the channel to be focused on indie gaming, so I think the Let's Plays are going to start switching that way. We'll finish up South Park's Like a True storyline eventually, and then again we'll probably be doing mostly indie games, maybe some other stuff, because I do like playing games in general. So without further ado though, let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to see what other endings we can find.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Interesting. I'm just kind of looking around to see what else I could do around here, like I was saying, guys. Now, I heard there's different things you can do in the game, but right now I'm not entirely sure what else we can do, so well, let's go ahead and get going then, and maybe we'll follow the narrator's advice this time, and I want to shut off all these computers again, because I really kind of feel like that's something. This one says awaiting input. Input received. I think this is one of the ones I was saying where you have to restart the game, because it's not letting me do it again right now, but I think if it continues to restart then I'll do it, so maybe I'll just have to keep coming back to that. But we're going to go and listen to the narrator and go through the door that he wants us to go through.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So honestly, the Stanley Parable is such a confusing game. I don't remember what all we have and haven't done yet, but
yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
I know there's another way in the office here.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Like, we did the mind control room and we turned it on, so I'm sure that we can turn it off, and then there's supposed to be some other stuff we can do too. Oh, hey. Feverish is a crime. I don't remember being able to go into the bathroom last time. Like, I feel like we were not allowed last time. Weird. Okay, all the doors are shutting by themselves. It's not creepy or anything, right? And these are opening. That is a panda with a gun on its head. These didn't open last time. Let's take the elevator. No, not down. Up. We're going up. Let's see where this goes, huh? It's a little bit different, right? We were going to go see our office boss, and I was going to go to the mind control room and try to shut it off, but got some nice elevator music instead. Let's see what happens this time. I actually don't know anything about this, so let's see. A short history of the relations between Poland and Austria-Hungary. Interesting. Not sure why that's in my office. Okay, let's see what happens here. And I am back in the exact same room, so hey, that's the Stanley Parable's icon right there. What's that say? I am the most expensive boss. Interesting. Let's try doing this again. Okay, by default it seems like it wants me to go down, so maybe we can do that. I can't imagine that this elevator doesn't do anything. I mean, I really can't imagine that, right? This can't be here for nothing. It's almost like I have to hit the button again to stop it. It just keeps going back here. I don't know, I'll have to look into that some guys, but interesting nonetheless.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
So I'm entering 8888 because when the building was blowing up and stuff from the mind control thing.
What could its purpose be?
There's something about entering 8.
This keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. and so the boss had... Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result
I don't know
in a
what
correct
this does exactly,
combination.
but
if he knew that
the narrator was saying something about 8 before,
it would be another story entirely.
so I don't want to enter the right combination. I don't know if you heard it earlier, but there's something in the background that was just like 8 to 8, which basically means that I'm on the right track doing something, so I'm going to try to piss off the narrator until the next room just opens automatically, and we'll see what happens.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Maybe this doesn't actually do anything. I mean, it said 888.
2845.
You know, the narrator's getting a little bit more upset, so maybe it is going to do something. Anytime now, we'll see what happens here. So we got to do more inputs on the computer, and we got to figure this out.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in.
There we go, emergency
and the door
override.
just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Alright, so let's see what happens this time now that I did the panel's override system. Still can't do anything that way. Go down here though, but I heard this is a whole other ending with the override system where I didn't actually enter the code. I don't exactly know what's going to happen. I don't remember what I have to do to get to the next ending or anything like that, but I want to try to showcase a few other ones, and I'm sorry that it wasn't a straight playthrough, but I had to look something up, so
Stanley realized he felt a bit
otherwise I was going to be a bit stuck and we were just going to keep doing the same endings. So I actually did record the same endings 3 or 4 different times, and I was like, you know what, I need to look something up, otherwise they're going to get a little bit bored. So
why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alrighty, so let's see what's underneath here.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Now,
Mind Control Facility.
There's Mind Control Facility, and I could still turn it off by going that way, but I think I'm going to go down the escape path this time.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh god, I'm going to meet my death. I think the narrator doesn't want me to go this way.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I could get back on track.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh, something opened here. Let's see what happens. Huh. And it looks like it was my death. Quite possibly my death. Let's see what happens. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Not sure what's going on.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Oh god.
Farewell, Stanley.
I think I'm gonna die. I'm gonna hide. Okay.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Who is this?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh my gosh, I just dropped somewhere else. Okay, what's the Stanley Parable again? It's so dark, I don't know what's going on.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Oh, what?
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Oh my gosh, what is this?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh my gosh. This is the office layout. So that's my office, and this is like the narrator layout right here. To the 2 doors. Cool. Okay. This is like a museum or something. Stanley's computer. Nature paintings, okay. The office's layout. Here's our 2 doors. I can't jump over that. I forgot you can't jump in this game. That's kind of annoying a little bit. So this is Stanley's little office setup, it looks like. The office itself. Can't open any of these doors. Interesting. Button sounds. It's a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesizer. Interesting. So I wonder if I kind of beat the game then, because the credits are there. I don't know if you really can beat the game. Office computers. Employee database, turn that off. Solitaire. Cool. Okay. Credits to everyone right there, which is pretty cool. Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Great job to him. Yeah, so I think this is like the museum ending, they call it. This is like where they, you know, kind of show off like all the behind the scenes stuff of everything. So interesting. Alright, well we'll just kind of zip through all this stuff real quick. Warzone. I've been battlefield fighting aliens. The action game becomes set in the world wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and it was interesting. So originally it looks like they were going to do a Warzone thing where you fight against the narrator. That's pretty cool. Alien base. This is really, really cool. Oh my gosh, there's just so much to see. We're playing... oh boy. Okay, let me try to get through this museum ending real quick, guys, because I mean, it's pretty cool. Oh, what is this? The apartment timer. Uh-oh. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Interesting. 1 option, 2 option, 1 option, vent. Interesting. Meeting room stuff. So it's like the maintenance room layout. Oh, okay, so if you disobey, you go to the right and you go to the lounge, and then you can hook up to the maintenance. I get it now. So there's a bunch of different options with that. That's the very first decision with the left and right door. Let's go up these stairs to the right then. What is this? More office equipment? My mouse is not wanting to work today again. It's doing this to me earlier in a different recording too, so... Stanley's office stuff. I can't turn that stuff off at all. Very, very interesting stuff here, guys. I don't know when this is going to end, though. Gotta get to the ending here, and we gotta restart at some point, right? The countdown room. That's for the mind control ending. The maintenance monitor room elevator. Stanley Parable. That's probably the end right there, guys. So, countdown desk. I think we've seen all that down there. What's over here? Ooh, some other cool stuff. So I'm seeing some stuff where I might not have, maybe I didn't actually get to some of this yet. I don't know. Zending levers? I don't know what that part is. Very static TV. 4 major trailers. Interesting. Okay. Alrighty, well let's go ahead and get on to the game itself. Did you see those monitors just kick on? I don't know if they were doing that before. That was interesting. Okay. Here's the exit here, guys. So it looks like this will probably be... Oh, wait a second.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I can turn the game off? Oh my gosh, I turned the Stanley Parable has been turned off.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Wow.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
I can hit quit? I don't want to hit quit.
Don't let time
Oh my gosh, I'm dead. Wait, so I turned off the game, but I didn't really, because then I was back in the cart again? God damn it, Stanley Parable, why do you gotta confuse me so much? What's even going on right now? It's just black. Hello? Narrator? Hello? I don't know if I'm supposed to press something. Escape? Okay, game's paused. Alright, let's try, resume. Begin the game again. I guess we just have to end the game ourselves? Wow. Well, let's go
I
over
can't
here.
wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, so this time around, I guess we're... Right. Alright guys, well this is the Stanley Parable again. Wow, what a crazy game. So now I can't put more inputs there. I really don't get what's going on, but we'll see if we can find any other hidden endings probably in the next episode. Otherwise, it's probably going to be the last one, guys. So if you do want to keep the series going, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'll see what else I can find, but I think we're about done with the game. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Please subscribe for more as we do upload daily, and check out the videos in the outro. We'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching my video today, guys. Make sure you check out yesterday's videos as well on how to find the best indie games, as well as our indie game preview on Flick Nights, a really cool game coming to iOS and Android really soon. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, and have a great day.